Hi from TechnoLost and welcome everybody to the review of the latest HTC One X Plus. First of all, I would like to thank our friend at Global Work Mobile for the device we have in this review. Well, I hope you already seen my focus dedicated to the multimedia, so about the camera and the video playback capabilities, as well as the video focus on benchmarks, so you should already know the power on both in CPU power and in connectivity speed of this device. Now let's just do a quick recap of the hardware specs. We have inside a new quad-core CPU, which is an AP37 of Tegra 3 family. It's clocked up to 1.6 GHz in quad-core mode and 1.7 GHz in single-core mode. Then we have a slightly overclocked GPU at 520. We have 1 GB of RAM, 64 GB of non-expandable internal storage. We have a gorgeous Super LCD 2 display, 4.7 inches wide, with a resolution of 1280 for 720 pixels at 312 ppi, more or less. We have a new updated battery of 2100 mAh. We have more speed in download. We have 42.2 HSDPA, while we have the same HSUPA speed, which is 5.76. Then we have the same all good 8 megapixel backside illuminated sensor with the great f2.0 lens, 28 millimeters wide. Then we have a new front-facing camera up to 1.6 megapixel, capable of recording at 720p. So these are quickly the hardware specs. Now let's just see the software specs of this device. Here we have the new Jelly Bean version 4.1.1. Just let me show you. Here we go. Yes, 4.1.1, and we have the new Sense 4.5. We even have the new kernel version 3.1.10, which comes with some new very nice updates. I will just talk to you about them later. So what does Jelly Bean means for this device? It means that we have a very responsive device. The scrolling is so smooth. Hope you can see it. Sorry. Here we go. Hope you can see how smooth it is. This is really great. And we have, of course, all the new updates of Jelly Bean, like the expandable notification here. Then we have some new stuff inside the Sense 4.5. This is the first update of Sense 4.5. This is the energy saving mode. First of all, I have to tell you that you cannot dismiss this notification widget here. Although you're not going to use it, it will always be present in the notification bar. What does these settings mean? If we go inside the new power settings here, together with a new graphic of the battery, we have these settings for the energy saving mode. So we can just cut the CPU speed, we can cut the display brightness, as well as we can completely avoid vibration, as well as, and this is really interesting, we can just turn off data connectivity while the display is off. This is some kind of settings that you can find, for instance, in energy savings apps like Juice Defender, or you can even achieve it in Tasker, for instance. And this is a nice update of the Sense 4.5. Here you can see the new settings menu, which is not that far from the old one you can find in Sense 4.0 and 4.1. We just have few new stuff like the Beats audio settings right here in the main panel. Then, so we have, as I told you, the new Jelly Bean here from 1.1, which means some other stuff like speaking of the new Sense 4.5, sorry, we have some new stuff like the great widget that we can even find, frankly speaking, in the old 4.1, of course, but we have some other great features, like for instance the ring selectors in the calendar. I know I always talk about the ring selector, but for me this is very useful selector. This is what you can choose, you can find to choose, sorry, days, month, year, as well as hours and minutes. You can find this kind of ring selector just in the Sense. I can remember of it already in the first Sense in HTC Hero, for instance, and you can find recently in the stock interface of Android ICS and Jelly Bean. We have, as I told you, some new stuff in the Sense 4.5, like some new skin. The one I'm using is one of those new skin. For instance, this is a graphite skin. So hope you can see the weather widget here with the clock is like drawn with a pencil. Quite nice. But we even have just let me show you the new skins here. We have even these are our new skins, this one, so some new stuff here, not that much, but nice update indeed. We have a new lock screen settings. This is the one I'm using. Let me show you. Now we have the weather widget in the lock screen here. We have the calendar events. We have notification events for both emails and SMS and calls. I hope you can see the ring here, which is like drawn by a pencil. Quite nice. So we have some other new lock screen like this one with the music always on, for instance. So we have a new lock screen, we have new skin, and what we have even is the old good sense multitasking menu, this one, which is quite different from all other stuff. Many of you asked me about the Sense behavior of being aggressive in closing recent apps. This remained unchanged between the HTC One X and HTC One X Plus. But I mean, I don't think this is quite a problem, because the CPU of this device is so fast that really you won't lose too much time in reopening something that should be already open, because it takes maybe half a second, or I mean could even be a second, but this is nothing dramatic. I've tried to open several apps. Here we go. It's not that bad. I mean, it's not so hard to wait half a second to reload like here. So the multitasking aggressive behavior remain practically unchanged. So with the new I was talking to you about the new kernel before, and this new kernel comes with some new nice updates. The first of these nice updates is of course the new USB host mode. This is very nice, because finally you can connect your pen drive to the HTC One X Plus. Hope you can see here. Maybe you cannot read Italian, sorry. This is the USB memory settings, which states not available, but here this great menu is mount USB memory. So finally you can connect and disconnect USB pen drive to this device. This is a very nice update. Another update that you have with the new kernel is not that nice indeed, which is we completely lost the USB on-the-go protocol. So the device right now, I mean the HTC One X Plus, when you connect it to your PC, you just can have the new MTP protocol. So maybe for most of you this is not a problem, because you probably use Windows, which does handle quite good the MTP protocol. But if you use something like Linux or Mac OS, for instance, you would have some problem. I mean, you can even use a dedicated app made by Google on Mac OS to move files from and between the Android device, but it's not like just connecting the device to your computer and using it like if it was a simple pen drive. So we completely lost this USB on the go protocol. So right now when you connect the HTC One X Plus to your computer, you won't find anymore the notification which lends you to a menu where you can choose just to charge the device or to charge and connect the device like a pen drive. Right now, when you connect this device to your computer, this is the only menu you get. You choose, this one. You have the capability of activating the Wi-Fi hotspot together with the settings of the Wi-Fi hotspot. You can activate the USB tethering or the Bluetooth tethering. So these are the only settings you will have while connecting this device to a computer. So what else? We were talking about the Sense. We have a nice update too in the keyboard. So this is the keyboard, of the new Sense 4.5. As you can see, we don't have anymore the positional arrow in the keyboard. You now can choose if you want to see the arrows or not while in vertical mode for the keyboard, while you always have arrows when you are in the landscape mode like this. The Sense keyboard, at least for me, is maybe one of the best keyboard actually in any Android device. This one in particular is really fast, error prone, and is such a great keyboard. You can even use the swipey method to write like this. Okay. Or of course, if you want, you can use the T9 keyboard or the swipeys as I told you. So a very good keyboard indeed. So let's go talking about the new multimedia side of the device. We already talked in the dedicated focus about the new gallery, which is a nice update indeed. We have an interface quite similar to the music player of the Sense 4.1. And we have a new way of organizing pictures and videos inside the new gallery. So we have the events group, where you have a preview here for the picture you take in a particular day. And if you have more picture in a single day that you shot in different position, you have, like here, these two groups of pictures were taken both in 12:11, but they were shot in different places. That's why we have two different groups. So together with the gallery we have the camera interface, which is almost the same of the previous Sense 4.0 and 4.1. This is very nice things because I really love this interface. It's very practical and it's very easy to use, and you avoid many annoying things like having to switch between video mode and picture shotting mode. So this is very nice. You always have the Instagram like filters, real-time filters and all that stuff. I just invite you to see the multimedia dedicated video focus if you already haven't done it. So speaking about the multimedia side, we even saw the music player, of course, which is here. This one is always the same. It's the same of the All Good Sense. A very nice player indeed. For me, maybe it's one of the best player actually in any Android device. Moreover, we have to remind that we have the Beats audio mode into the HTC One X Plus. Let me just tell you one thing. Maybe all the audiophile would not like that kind of equalizing mode, but I do really love it. In any Android device I ever had, I could not reproduce in any way the same perfect equalization that you get with the Beats audio. I mean, with Beats audio you're able to just pump the bass without having to, you know, to pump even the middle frequencies. If you use a personalized settings in any kind of equalizer, at least for me, I couldn't just reproduce the same good equalization you get with the Beats audio. So a very good sound and a very nice portable music player with this HTC One X Plus. Speaking about the multimedia side, I can even tell you that this device is such a great device for what concern portable gaming. Maybe it's like having just a portable console, with a very big downside. Whenever you start playing very heavy games like, for instance, Death Trigger or Shadowgun, I mean almost anything using heavily Tegra 3 capabilities, the battery starts going down really quickly. So if you just think about this device like your new portable console, bring with you a very big external battery, because you will need it for sure. Now let's see another very nice things of the Sense, which is the dedicated internet browser. So this internet browser comes with some new stuff like the, just let me change here, the possibility which is made for Sense to choose or not if you want to activate the internal flash player. This is a nice update indeed, because I think you'll know it, and the flash player is no more allowed into the Android market. So this device already comes out of the box with the flash player already installed. Nice things. Well, how does this browser behave? Very smooth, very quick. Here we go. This is maybe one of the heaviest Italian newspaper site I could find, and as you can see, it's quite fast, and the pinch to zoom is really fast indeed. Yes, we're not using a flash right now, but anyway, the smoothness of this browser is really good. Moreover, you have what HTC calls texture flow, so you just have to zoom in a little bit and the text got reflown like this. This is very useful in my opinion because you just have to scroll vertically and not horizontally, which is quite annoying. Well, let's try to enable the Flash player here. Those of you who already knows the previous HTC One X knows already that having Flash player enabled inside the HTC One X browser was really a problem, because the browser started stuttering and the experience was terrible while browsing the internet. Let me show you what happens here with Jelly Bean and the new HTC One X Plus. Here we go. Nothing changed. Nothing changed, and moreover nothing changed while pinching in and out like this. This is great, guys. This is really great, because with the previous HTC One X and many other HTC devices, you could not smoothly zoom in and out anymore while activating Flash player. So compliments to HTC for finally solving this bad problem they had with the Flash player in the internet browser. So let's close some stuff. Well, what else can we say? Let's recap a little bit and let's see pro and cons of this device. Speaking about the pros, we have a very powerful device. Many of you will say HTC One X on steroid. This is true. This device is very powerful, and the new CPU together with Jelly Bean means nothing but smoothness. You see here, it's a pleasure to use it. So we have even maybe this can be a subjective point of view, but just let me tell you that we have even a very nice form factor. The unibody design is great. You have a really great feeling while holding this device in your hand. It's a very sturdy device. There are no cracks nor noisy sound while touching it. It's very nice indeed. You even got 64 internal storage, and let me tell you that this is almost an infinitive space. It's very hard to fill up this device, I almost have 10 gigabytes of music and more than 3 gigabytes on apps, and many other stuff, and I just have 23 gigabytes of internal storage occupied. But I got more than 40 gigabytes of free internal storage less. This is great, really great. Then what else? This device is such a great music player, and it even has a very good camera. For what concerns, of course, still pictures. If you saw the multimedia dedicated video focus, you will already know that there are some problems for what concerns the video. We have a great GPS. I mean, together with GLONASS, the GPS lock is really fast. Here I'm in the second floor of a quite a tall buildings of 7th floor. As you can see, it's almost it's so fast that you can't even understand what it's doing, but it's already locked so many satellites. And as you can see, we have here the satellites over the 70 are the GLONASS one. So this is the proof that GLONASS is working perfectly. Moreover, we have a new battery, an augmented size battery. Well, I have, just to give you an idea, I have 5 Gmail pushed account. I have 1 IMAP email account which sync every 30 minutes. I have Twitter. I have an Exchange email and calendar account in push mode. Twitter every 30 minutes. I've got some widget refreshing like this one of the weather. I don't use too much the device for calling or messaging, but I send and read several emails as well as Twitter. And with this kind of usage, I am able to put this device in airplane mode at about 2 a.m. in the morning with almost 50% left on the battery. So quite a nice result. What are the downside of this device? Well, the first downside is the battery. Yes, it's a strong point, it's a strong point of this device, but it's even a weakness. If you use the device like I do without playing, you can even use for almost 2 days this device. Whenever you start playing, the battery goes really very fast down. So this is for me a downside. HTC couldn't manage to, avoid this problem that was already inside the previous HTC One X. We have a new powerful CPU, so maybe when you use it, the back of the device in this point get a little bit hot, but nothing too much annoying. Moreover, if you saw the multimedia dedicated video focus, you already know that we have some problem with the video recording. Although this device now is capable of shooting video at 30 frames per second, while the previous HTC One X was just capable of shooting video at 24 frames per second, we already get stuttering in shooting video. This is not nice at all. As well as we have some problem with the HDR pictures, because in some part of the picture some scenes are too much illuminated. So maybe these are the only downside of this great new HTC One X Plus. So thanks for watching. Bye from TechnoLost.